This is the world's cheapest running shoe, and this is the world's most expensive running shoe. And today we're going to be finding out, does a more expensive running shoe make you faster? These are the world's cheapest running shoe, and they come in at a grand total of £11.50. I bought these off Amazon, and they are called men's running shoes, casual, breathable, comfortable, lightweight, non-slip shoe for indoor and outdoor. They are from Fashion Sport. I don't know about fashion, but they're not actually terrible. I don't hate them. As just like a gym shoe, probably okay. If anything, they remind me of like some kind of Adidas shoe. They don't replicate anything to do with Nike. I just think just the shape, they may be more Adidas based. In terms of looks, I'd probably give them, not terrible, 5 out of 10, could be worse. In terms of the weight, which is one of the metrics we're going to be basing the shoes on today, I don't know the exact weight, but I will pop it up here after I've dropped it on the scales. Inner soles are super thin. What can you expect for £11.50? In terms of the world's cheapest running shoe, they're definitely the cheapest running shoe I could find online at £11.50 with free delivery. And the delivery is actually really good, apart from the fact they came in something that looks like your mum's packed these sandwiches in, and then this just basic Amazon buy, but I guess that's where they saved the money. However, they did come next day delivery. That's what you get from Amazon Prime. Cheap and cheerful. But it's time to put them to the test. First thoughts, it feels like I'm walking on eggshells, egg boxes. That's what the sole feels like. Cal's description was
extremely poo.
Extremely poo, but I like it. So I'm just into the first lap of running in the world's cheapest shoes. Straight away, feels like I'm running in slippers. So comfort, can't complain, but it doesn't feel like there's much between me and the track. And when you're a heavy boy, it's not ideal, not ideal. We've just done a couple of laps in the old pasty slappers. My immediate thoughts are comfort. They feel like a pair of slippers. Super comfortable to actually wear. It's just that you don't get a lot of responsiveness from the track. So in terms of no bounce, just flat as pancakes, like wearing some pasties on your feet. They fit fairly well. So I'm actually going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's not a bad comfort score. Traction, there's not a lot of grip in them, especially when you're on the track. I don't know what they'll be like on road. Maybe we test them at some point. But on the track, not much traction. Traction, I'd give a 5 out of 10. Speed, don't want to jump up and down, but they're not the fastest shoe because you don't get much spring off them. So in terms of pace and speed, I'm going to give these a 4, generous 4. And now we've tested the world's cheapest running shoe. We're going to be testing the world's most expensive. These are the Nike Air Zoom Alphafly Next Percent. I mean, whoever's made this up just wanted to give it the longest name in the world, but they're also known as the single-use running shoe. Brand new, these are £270, depending on variations. Let's not get anal about it. The reason why these are known as a single-use shoe is because they have a carbon fiber plate in them, which is pretty spicy, which helps give them the weight of a grand total of 900 grams. For some races, these are actually even been banned as well, just due to the carbon fiber in them and the size of the heel. These are the running shoe that Kipchoge completed the marathon in for the world record. And he ran it in 2 hours, 1 minute. Today, we run it in 2 hours. That's a new video though, it'll release never. It's actually after 50 miles that these shoes start to deteriorate. If you look at some YouTube videos, there's actual people who have ran over 50 miles in, over 100 miles, where the shoes start to split in half, the carbon fiber plate has come out. And after 100 miles, they're pretty much deemed as unusable. In terms of the looks, I think these are a damn sexy and saucy shoe. In terms of running shoes, I don't think you're getting a much nicer design for that, as well as having the performance in them. But let's do the thing. God, they feel fucking great. Already, they feel like slipping my feet into lubricated slippers. They just feel nice on the feet, super high. Imagine wearing your mum's stilettos for the first time. If you're putting a running shoe on, that's exactly what it feels like. I like these as well because the laces aren't super long and stringy, so they flap everywhere. They're just nice and tight. It feels like literally when you take these off compared to the pasty slappers, like you are bouncing on clouds. It feels so springy in comparison. That's just due to that, I think, the carbon plate and the extra heel. I think part of the reason why these were banned was because the heel, that's over 40 mil. One of the good things in terms of why I like the Hokas for heel striking as well. So if you're a heel striker, you get a lot more heel. When you plant your foot, there's a lot more support there and a lot more to push off as well. Sexiness rating, I'm gonna give these a solid, I'm giving them a 9 out of 10. Because when you see them on the street, you know what they are. There's got a bit of prestige about them, you know, that you're paying more money for them. I think that carries extra weight with them as well as them being this bright neon. I just think in terms of cool running shoes, these like the cream de la creme, these are top tier. Cool run-ins. Straight away you can feel these are so much quicker. straight away notice the difference between these running shoes and the plastic slappers, the world's cheapest running shoes, which is an obvious case. There's going to be big differences, but the most notable one is the amount of cushion you have between your foot and the track, which a lot of that comes through them taking the weight, but also propelling you and driving me forward, especially when you're a big boy and a heavy runner. Whew. These are all the speed demons. In terms of score out of 10 for speed, we're going to give these a 9 out of 10. These were actually engineered by Nike to try and increase running efficiency and speed by up to 4%. So speed demons got to have 9 out of 10. It feels so fast. Comfort, they're actually not the comfiest shoes in the world, which I think is why potentially they're known as the one use shoe. You're going to use them for a race day and a race only. And it's part of the reason why I haven't trained or used them too much. I bought them maybe a year ago. I reckon I've probably done 20 miles in these. They're just not the most comfortable shoe to train and use all the time. Race day only. Comfort, I'm gonna give these, for me personally, a 6 out of 10. Grip on these, I don't think they're actually hugely grippy shoes. I don't think they're supposed to be. I think that's mainly due to the fact that try and make fast people look not fast. So grip, I'm gonna give these, or traction, 6 out of 10. So which running shoe would I recommend that the world's most expensive and the world's cheapest? Well, I'd recommend neither. One, I think, although these are great value for money, I'd probably give them an 8 out of 10 just based on, no, I'll give them a 7 out of 10 because cheapness doesn't equate to value. I think you're actually going to get up injured. I think you're going to get sore. I think you're going to get pulls, tweaks, bad joints, just because they don't offer enough support. Although probably as a gym trainer, okay. These ones I also wouldn't recommend. They're often referred to as the race running shoe. And if you are running races in them, if we're looking at value, I'd probably give them a 6 out of 10, just based on the fact that if you run 2 marathons in these, based on people's reviews, performance is going to start to decline. So for 2 races, what I paid for them, I think around £270, £250, you're still paying £150 plus per race. So not worth it, definitely for the average runner. Obviously the Nikes wear quicker because we've got a lot more spring, we've got a lot more support, they're a quicker shoe, they're a lighter shoe, they're made for racing. So obviously this lap was going to be quicker. However, if you're looking for a decent running shoe and you're a heavier runner, so you're one of those runners like me who gets chafing the thighs, Hoka Clifton Edge. Got a nice big supporting ding at the back here, a lot more sole through the shoe, you get a lot more spring, offers a lot more cushion, especially if you're a heel striker. I just find you get more cushion for the pushing. You pay cheap, you pay twice.